Welcome back to This Week in Big Sky Football. I'm Megan Robinson. Northern Colorado was coming off one of the biggest wins in program history. They were named the Stats Perform FCS National Team of the Week after upsetting Idaho, and the Bears have continued to find success under third-year head coach Ed Lamb. Coach, you are coming off one of the biggest wins in program history. Your Bears were named the Stats Perform FCS National Team of the Week. What do you attribute to your team's success so far this season?
Their belief in each other. The sideline was fantastic the whole game. There was never any doubt. It was one of the first games of the season where we got to start out on offense, and the offense marched it down very efficiently. Defense got up off the bench, and it just kind of started momentum that lasted the whole game.
How hard is it to keep that momentum from opening drive until the final whistle?
It's been really difficult for us, primarily because just end of game success has been so elusive for us. And we had a plan as a coaching staff, and really, I would say as a university, we felt like the only way to build this program was by being foundationally based in freshman recruiting, and even more than that, local Colorado freshman recruiting. And so it's taken some time. I always was confident that we would get there, we would get competitive, and I expected that to be sooner. I had never wavered in my belief in the long-term ability of these players to develop into Big Sky caliber competitive players. So it has been very hard to get over that hump, and to find ourselves in so many close games over the last couple of years, and then having the opponent consistently pull away, and we end up with the same losing feeling.
You mentioned recruiting freshman homegrown talent. A perfect example of that is, of course, Cam Chappa, Defensive Player of the Week this week for the Big Sky. He's only a sophomore. He's a local guy. How often do you see a player that young have such an impact on his team so soon?
For us, it's been very often. We've had freshman offensive linemen that are now veterans, Colorado kids. Carver Cheeks started. He was playing safety, but he started at safety his freshman year, and now he's at receiver and making plays. Our top three receivers in that game and for the whole season have been Colorado kids. For us, it's not that rare that freshmen have started, but they've taken their lumps, and it's so rewarding to see them now be in a position where they can compete together and they have confidence in each other.
You're talking about some of the guys on offense. Offensively, you racked up nearly 500 total yards in your win over Idaho. Why were you able to get the ball moving so quickly down the field?
Well, I think it just started with being able to connect on the vertical passing game. The first play of the game was a fly sweep or a give, and that kind of stretched the defense horizontally and maybe slowed down the pass rush. On the second play, we were able to get the ball up to Carver, and Carver had a nice vertical completion, and then from that point forward, we felt like we had the defense a little bit stretched horizontally and vertically, and it opened up some of the run game. Really, for the rest of the game, we had efficiency in the run game, which has been elusive for us as well. In fact, the moment where really I thought the whole team caught fire was Eric Gibson took off on a scramble about the fifth or sixth play of that drive, and lowered his head, got the first down. And I thought that inspired the boys on defense. And they knew we might have a long game and a lot of snaps to play, but they were willing to fight to the end.
Looking ahead to this week, heading to Sacramento State for their homecoming. Their defense leads the Big Sky in sacks. However, your offensive line is second in least sacks allowed. What's the key to winning that battle in the trenches and protecting your quarterback?
Well, it all starts offensively and defensively with the line of scrimmage. And so we've got to do a great job of blocking a very capable defensive line. Sac State's aggressive on defense with their technique and with their scheme, and they have really good players that are fast along that front, especially. So, yeah, they're going to test us in every way. We've got to find a way to stay in front of them with our offensive line. We've got to find a way to get the ball out on time at the quarterback position.
Sac State had three players each rush for over 100 yards in their win over Weber State. How do you slow down their ground game?
The big plays have really been the most impressive part of watching them on film. They also have such variety in their run game. They give it to a lot of different backs. As you mentioned, the quarterback can keep it and add that +1 in the run game. So, and then they have the ability to get the ball down the field. And so kind of like I was talking about where last game against Idaho, we were able to stretch the defense in all directions. Sac State does that really well. They do it consistently. And so we've got to somehow spread out, keep eyes where they need to be, and quickly corral the football and get as many guys as we can to the point of attack.
Still to come, Samuel Batu's journey from growing up in Liberia to playing college football.